Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another session of Q&A live Facebook. If you have any questions, this is the time for you to send them in now. Please be precise and be clear in your questions. If it's possible, just send in one question at a time. And if somehow I miss your question, it probably means your question hasn't arrived on my screen. So you might have to resubmit your question again. I'll be here with you for about 1 hour. How's the audio? Can you hear me okay? All right. I'll start reading your comment. Kim Boon Chu, Satu, Satu. YQ Campbell, Vandami Pante. Ali Hassan, good afternoon. Ajahn and all Kalyanamita, hope all are in good condition. Ali Hassan, sound clear, thank you. Jolin Tan, Satu. Kim Boon Chu, Satu. Christine Kutkowski, good audio, thank you. Jenny Lim, good afternoon, Ajahn. Good afternoon to you. Nabiti, Namaskaran Ajahn, from Medan, Indonesia. Satu, Satu. Shirley Go. Ajahn, my mind is all in a mess now. What should I do? Be mindful. Start reciting the mantra Bhutto Bhutto to stop your mind from confusion. Just keep reciting the mantra Bhutto for a while. Don't stop until your mind becomes calm and collected. Then your confusion will stop. Then you can think sensibly. Right now you should stop thinking altogether. Just keep reciting the mantra Bhutto Bhutto Bhutto. And you'll come back to normality. From Ravi Bandari Vandami Pante, Paul Lim Soon, Satu Satu, Yeo Fati, Yeo Futi, good afternoon Ajahn and all Dhamma friends. Brahmsa JW, Namaskaran, Pra Ajahn, no question, just attend the class to learn today. From Sriracha, Thailand. Christine Kutkowski, be well from Christine, Indiana. I'm well, okay. Thank you, Christine. And the family you look after are also doing okay. I saw the dad this morning. He gave some food on Bintabata. Simon Yo, Satu, Satu. Corinne Kaur, Satu, Satu. Shirley Go, Satu, Satu. Logan Rich, how do you stop feeling pain from someone who has betrayed you and basically stabbed you in the back? Well, there are two methods. The first method is to use mindfulness. Stop thinking about that person. Every time you're thinking about that person, you should keep reciting the mantra Bhutto Bhutto until you stop thinking about that person. Then the pain will temporarily disappear. If you want it to disappear forever, then you have to use wisdom. Tell yourself that people are like this. Some are good people and some are bad people. You just happen to find the rotten apple. So you just throw it away and forget all about it. You cannot expect everybody to be good, be faithful, be nice. There'll always be somebody who will break your heart. So don't expect this to be a perfect world. When you get the rotten apple, just throw it away. This world is full of anicca, dukkha, anatta. Anicca is changing, people changes. Anatta, you cannot control them. You cannot tell them to be faithful, be nice to you all the time. Kim Nai Tan, hi admin. Sound breaking badly. I am from Penang. Is everybody having the same problem? Sound breaking badly? I cannot hear my voice here because I don't have a monitor. Adi aha, Satu Satu. Good afternoon, Ajahn. Satu Satu. วางได้จึงเบา Satu Satu. Irene Uy, good afternoon, Ajahn and everyone in the Dhamma. Satu Satu Satu. Champa Yang Chen. Satu Satu. Sunny Lim. Satu Satu Ajahn. Hope Ajahn in good health. Uy Po Hoa. Good afternoon, Ajahn. Have a nice day. Satu Satu. James Song. Satu. Tappa Kuno Piku. Satu. I have no question, Krab, but I would like to share my project, Krab. Okay, thank you. Holding soon. At the moment meditation, we must always knowing breathing is going on and very calm happen. Sometimes knowing is gone and mindful also gone. How am I to improve? You have to practice mindfulness all the time, not just only that when you meditate. You should practice mindfulness from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Either reciting a mantra, Bhutto Bhutto, or keep focusing on what you do. Then you will have strong mindfulness, strong knowing. Then you will not disappear when you meditate. From Aranut Nui, good morning, Rajan. I have been keeping 8 precepts and meditate 3 times a day, every day, since last Saturday. I think my samadhi improved, and I can get into the peaceful state faster. However, the duration of my meditation are ranging from 30 minutes to over an hour. What should I do to make it consistent? Thank you very much. It depends on your mindfulness. Sometimes your mindfulness is strong and sometimes your mindfulness is weak, which cause your duration to be different. What you can do is, if you feel like getting out of your meditation when it's just not as long as it used to be, you should continue on reciting a mantra as if to restart your meditation again. Don't get up yet. If you feel that you haven't sat long enough yet, continue with your reciting of the mantra or do some chanting. Also, before you meditate, you should try to be as mindful as possible. The more mindful you are with your activity or reciting with your mantra, then when you meditate, you'll find that you will be able to sit much longer. So it all depends on your mindfulness on that day, whether you're more mindful or less mindful. Eli Hassan Medan, sound clear, thank you. Adi aha, now I am live at Satun. I live at Satun City, Ajahn. Okay, hope you enjoy the place. Chak Boy Low, good day, Ajahn. If one doesn't crave and cling to becoming, will one be reborn again? If yes, why? You will have to get rid of all your 3 cravings, not just one of them. There are 3 cravings. Craving for sensual desire, pleasure, craving for becoming, and craving for not becoming. So you have to get rid of all 3 of them before you will stop being reborn. Logan Rich, I can hear you fine. Thank you. So it's not my problem. It's that person's problem with his equipment. Alex Volks, what is the Buddhist view on euthanasia? The Buddhist view is considered as killing, is breaking the first precept, which the Buddha said one should not kill regardless of what reason. You should let the body expire by itself. Don't do anything to it to cause it to die. This is bad karma, and it can send you to the next undesirable realm of existence, perhaps as an animal or as a hellish ghost. From Champa Yang Chen, perfect here, thank you. Fendi audio good and clear, Ajahn. Thank you. Shiva, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Shiva A, dear Ajahn, thank you for helping us today. I have 4 questions. Dear Ajahn, it is easy to consider our world as an illusion. But when it comes to the physical body, it is tough because this sensation of the body is always there. So, I think this is not a question, it's just a comment. Well, you just have to ignore the body sensation. Ignore the body. Think of it as your physical twin. That one day you will separate from this body. Sometimes I meditate, I don't know if I am feeling into sleep or something. Lose awareness of surrounding. I even don't know if I am meditating and even lose awareness of body. But I am awake and feel strange and wonder what is it. You have asleep, that's why. You have no longer much mindfulness. You're almost nearly falling asleep. So you have to wake up, get up and do walking meditation instead to bring your wakefulness back. Number 3, when I face some difficulty while meditating, I ask help from astral Buddhas. It sometimes helps me in surrendering the ego self in me who tries to control and doubt things. Mind wants to make sure that I am secure. I don't know if I am getting help from them or not. What you say about asking help from Buddha? No, you don't get any help from Buddha because Buddha teaches you to be your own refuge. It just so happens that sometimes things happen and you blame it on the Buddha or thank him for what happened. But really, things just keep changing all the time. So all you need to do is just be patient and just be merely knowing, and then you'll see that eventually things will change from good to bad, from bad to good, and so on. Number 4, sometimes while practicing mind troubles me with bad thoughts, I used to stop meditating and distract myself when such thoughts come. Now I sit till it disappears. I develop a fighting mentality from freeing mentality. Is it the right way? You should use mindfulness to fight with your bad thoughts. The right way is to use the mantra. Keep reciting mantra or do chanting or keep focusing on your breath. Not just sitting there and endure, because you might not be able to endure it. But if you use mindfulness such as a mantra, then your bad thought will disappear. I heard that both fight and flight are negative. That's right. One is positive, the other is negative. They are still active action of the mind. But what about sitting with the attitude of a fighter and internal fighter? It is good to have an attitude of a fighter, but you fight it with mindfulness. You fight it with wisdom. Okay, I lost a lot of questions. This is because someone sent in so many questions at one time. So the only Question I can see right now is from Pandaporn. Comment from Pandaporn. Sadhu, sadhu. Tapa kuno piku. Come piku, be endowed with mindful awareness. Be mindful when approaching and receding, looking and looking about, so forth. Okay, I'm sorry. I've been distracted with the long questions. So lots of your comment has disappeared. So I only see Lim Kate, Sadhu, Sun Hoi Cha, Sadhu, Sadhu. วลัยพรกราบนมัสการพระอาจารย์ from Bangkok, Thailand. Wish ท่านพระอาจารย์ healthy. Thank you. Chin Jack, good afternoon, Ajahn. Thank you for the talk. I have been practicing mindfulness daily and applying it on whatever I am doing. Sometimes the mindfulness is easier to apply, and other times it is harder. I would like to understand the reason of this fluctuation and how we could make it more consistent. Thank you. May you be well. It depends on your intention. If you have strong intention, then it's easy. If you have weak intention, then it's difficult. Okay, I lost more comment. What I see now is Hu Lin Lao, Sadhu, Lim Kate, Ajahn, how to resolve daily anger with mindfulness. You can resolve mindful anger with forgiveness, which we call metta. Just forgive the person that caused you anger. Or if you want to use wisdom, you have to go to the cause of your anger, which is your expectation from people or things. Don't expect anything from anybody or anything, then you will not be angry. The reason why you're angry because you did not get what you want. Beng Chu, Sadhu, Michael Saw, Sadhu, Kenneth, Tan Ki Bok. Reading Ajahn, Sadhu, the Beti Ajahn, when meditation Bhutto, I always feel emptiness. Can I focus emptiness or I must use Bhutto? Keep on using Bhutto, because when you focus on emptiness, when you stop Bhutto, the emptiness will disappear and your thoughts will return. So just keep using the mantra Bhutto, Bhutto until you have real emptiness. When the mind stops and become peaceful and happy, and then you don't have to recite the Bhutto. William Chok, good afternoon, Ajahn. Champa Yang Chen, my right thigh aches recently. I used a pillow under it to sit cross-legged. Is it okay? Is it correct? If it is physical ailment, you can do it temporarily, but you should have it fixed. Have your knee fixed. Have your thigh fixed, and then sit normally without using the pillow. Ong Apprentice, sound is clear, watching from Singapore. Thank you. Question from Himanta Kure, UK. When someone said something bad about me, like accusing me of doing wrong things to them for a long time, I get very agitated. As far as I know, I didn't do anything which harmed the person intentionally. I fear that by staying calm and ignoring the accusation may make the person even angrier. I practice meditation every day, but it's hard to recollect my mind in such a situation. I feel that blaming myself could be a good option, but this has not helped so far. Can Ajahn please advise? Our problem is that we like people to say nice things about us. We don't want people to say bad things about us, which is defilement. So you have to change your attitude. Don't expect that people will always say nice things about you. They can say bad things about you or good things about you. If they say bad things, then you should investigate to see whether you are bad as they say. If you are, then you should try to correct yourself. But if you're not bad as they say, then you just ignore it. Don't be disturbed by what other people say. You cannot force them or control them to say things you like all the time. So let them say what they want to say. Then you won't feel angry. You won't feel sad or guilty. But what they say, you should investigate to see whether it's true or not. If they say that you are bad, you did something wrong to them, then maybe you should correct it. But there's no need to be sorry or to be sad, because what's done is done. What you have to do now in the present is to keep your mind calm and not disturbed. By accepting that you cannot force people to be nice to you or say nice things to you all the time. Pauling soon. If we still have craving and desire, it means we can receive. I don't know what you mean by the debriefing. I think you have to resubmit your question. Sorry, Pauling soon. Kenny Lee, dear Ajahn, it is okay to meditate while listening to the Dhamma. Because sometimes I do feel very calm meditating while listening to the Dhamma. Yes, you can use listening to Dhamma as to meditate, but you get a certain level of calm, but not deeply. If you want to go into deep calm, then you have to use mindfulness of breathing. But when you first start, you can use listening to the Dhamma talk to calm your mind to an acceptable level, where then you can continue on with using your mindfulness of breathing. Sometimes you cannot start by using mindfulness of breathing because your mindfulness is not strong enough. So you use listening to Dhamma talk to help develop your mindfulness. Once you have mindfulness strong enough, then you can then continue with your mindfulness of breathing to get into a deeper calm. Cheryl Teo, greeting Ajahn, Sadhu, Sadhu. Prim Manusuk, Sadhu. Kelvin Chuan, Sadhu. Anumodana Ajahn. Anuma Galboa, Sadhu. Jinilin Pua, good afternoon, Mahajan, Sadhu, Sadhu. Esther, okay, Sadhu. Raymond, NG. If we regret making some decision or plans, are this considered dukkha also? Thank you. It depends on how you feel. Sometimes you don't feel bad, then it's not dukkha. If you feel bad, then it's dukkha. If you say, what the heck, it's already past, no point to be sad or angry or dukkha or have dukkha. It depends on how you react to such a mistake. William Chong, I Ajahn, when in meditation, one lost the bodily feeling and aware of the breathing. Should one continue or do contemplation? Just continue on focusing on your meditation object of your breathing. Don't do any contemplation when you meditate, because as soon as you contemplate, then you will not be able to calm your mind down. So just use awareness of breathing. Continue on. Don't do anything else. Jim Tran, Sadhu, Sadhu. Mei Ui, Sadhu. Kim Bun Chu, Sadhu. John Lee Vijaya, Namo Buddhaya. Sammy Reachi, after a long time being abused by a particular group of people, I finally lost control and did something to hurt one of them by bringing to the surface some secret information that he was hiding. It is a very serious karma. How to deal with haters? It just means that you don't have any metta or loving kindness. You still have hatred in your heart. And you turn yourself to become a hater yourself. So in order to deal with haters without yourself becoming a hater, you have to use metta, which means you have to forgive that person. Let it be. whatever the person did to you, just let it be. Just think that it's like paying your old debt. You might have hurt someone in the past. Now you are paying your debt. Shiva A. Buddhism talks about demon Mara. Is demon Mara Buddha's internal struggle? Yes, demon or Mara are personification of evil. It's not a such thing. It's just the evil part of the mind. We call Mara or demon. O Thich Bien, Ajahn Sukihotu, are the jhanas a necessary condition for enlightenment? Yes, part of it. The other part is wisdom. So you need to have jhana, then you have to develop wisdom to see the three characteristics of existence and to see the Four Noble Truths. Then you will become enlightened. Shiva A. Sorry, dear ones, for long questions. If any of your questions didn't get answered. Logan Ridge. I know you said one solution is to stop thinking about the person, but every time I stop, the thought of the person reappears later. Then you just have to stop it again. Every time the thought of that person appears, you continue on with the mantra again. It's like driving a car. When you want to stop the car, you apply the brake. But after you let go of the brake, then the car keep running again. Then you have to apply the brake again if you want to stop the car from running. This is the same way with your thought. If you want to stop your thought, then you have to keep reciting the mantra. But if you want to stop it forever, then you have to forgive that person. You don't expect anything from that person. The reason why you're angry about that person because you expect something from that person. And when you don't get it, then you become angry. You have to look at that person that's something that you cannot control. That person is like the wind. The wind you cannot control. You cannot tell the wind when to blow or when not to blow. So you should also look at people because they are anatta. They are like the wind. I don't understand how to completely stop thinking about them without the thought of them continuously appearing later. Like I said, look at them like the wind. Then every time you think of them, you think of the wind. Then you know you cannot stop the wind. So you know you cannot stop them. From Chonburi MTR Satu. George Lim Tien Boon, dear Ajahn, right now when we do samatha meditation, although we don't get into jhana, when we stop the samatha meditation, can we continue with vipassana meditation, although we don't get into jhana? You can, but you won't get the result from vipassana because your mind won't be strong enough to resist your defilement. But if you have jhana and when you see the object of your desire is dukkha, then you can stop it. If you see the object of your desire as being anicca, dukkha, anatta, then you can stop your desire, your defilement with jhana. Without jhana, you cannot stop your mind from going after your desire. EOSC, Satu, Pauline soon. If we achieve jhana, it means we are into enlightenment. So wouldn't we be reborn? No, not yet. Jhana will just stop your mind temporarily. You need wisdom to stop your desire permanently. So once you have jhana, then you want to teach your mind to let go of all the three cravings by seeing the object that you crave as being anicca, dukkha, anatta. Suman Tulada, thank you for the rose. Cornell Kennedy, Vandami Ajahn. Which realm ideal to stay after human realm, and why? Well, the heavenly realm is better than the hellish realm, because in In heaven, the heavenly realms brings you happiness, give you happiness, while the hellish realm gives you suffering, give you pain. But the best realm is to return as human realm and continue on with your Dhamma practice until you stop coming back to be reborn forever. People who have jhana go to Brahma realm. Yes, is it good? It's better than the Deva realm. It's much more happiness, comparing to like a 3-star hotel to a 5-star hotel. Deva, Brahma, or human better. In terms of happiness, Brahma is the highest. Deva is the second happy, and third the human. But human has the advantage in that one can practice Dhamma and become enlightened. If you want to experience Brahma realm, enter into jhana. That's what it's like in the Brahma realm. Practice meditation until your mind start entering the fourth jhana. Then you will know what the Brahma realm is like. Suman Tulada. Thank you, Suman Tulada. Super. Champa Yongchen. Thank you for answering my question. You are welcome. Christine Su, Satu, Satu. Suman Tulada. Vandana Pante, Satu. Wachong. May Ajahn be healthy and well, Satu. Sansak Chok. Pasit Nam, Satu. Lashdawan, Satu Ka. Lashanikorn, Satu. Bing Chu for your kindness and metta. Thank you. Koni Yogaten, dear Ajahn, thank you so much for sharing the Buddha's teaching. What do you consider a good progress practice? You are more mindful and your mind is more calmer and less defilement. From Ravi Bandari, Hi Bante. Why all people get sick in old age? Which kusala, akusala karma responsible for this? Please explain. It's the nature of the body to get sick when it becomes older. It's a natural process of the body. It happens to everybody. It has nothing to do with kusala or akusala karma. William Chalk, thank you Ajahn for the guidance. Sadhu, sadhu. Mudita Yom, sadhu. I'll sing, greeting Prajan and everyone. May all be healthy and peaceful from Singapore. I have to take a drink of water. Shivaye, dear Ajahn, I have strong attachment to body. My mindfulness is some days strong, some days I lose it completely, mostly due to the attachments. Is it okay to start reflecting on the body? It depends on how strong your mindfulness is. The stronger the mindfulness, the better reflection. The longer the reflecting will be. Cindy Fong, Sadhu, Sadhu. Oh, Teek Bin, dear Ajahn, different religions have different descriptions of the heavens and hells. In the Buddhist Nikaya, there are also descriptions of heavens and hell. Are these heaven and hell's mental states and not actual physical states? Yes, they are mental states. Are they created in the wholesome or unwholesome mind? Yes, by wholesome or unwholesome karma. Culturized to a good extent. Yes, it's all the states of mind due to your good or bad karma. If you do good karma, you create happy state of mind. If you do bad karma, you create uh, bad states of mind, which we call hell or heaven. No, Elsa, Satu, Satu. George Lim, Tien Boon. Dear Ajahn, following up on my earlier question, does it mean that we should not move on to vipassana meditation until we achieve jhana? Preferably, yes, you should focus or concentrate on your development of jhana until you have strong jhana, continuous jhana. Then you can then move up to vipassana level. What if we never achieve jhana ever? You will. Just keep working on mindfulness and you will get jhana one day, sooner or later. If you don't give up, be persistent. There's nothing such as not being able to achieve jhana. It's just your mind don't want to work at it. That's all. If you really want to put your effort into it, you will get jhana pretty soon, and then you can then develop vipassana. Ati Mahajan, I want to know my enter jhana in life-threatening situation and meditative jhana. What is different? I'm not sure what they mean by jhana here in life-threatening situation. I'm sorry, I cannot answer this question. Christine Kutkoski, Tanajan, how is COVID in Thailand? It's very bad now. It keeps increasing. Daily infection is increasing right now. And the government cannot do anything except trying to get people vaccinated as much as possible. And also tell people to stay home and not go out and wear masks and keeping social distancing and keep washing their hands. That's about all the government can do right now. So we hope that as time passes by, things will get better. But the prospect is not very good. We hear that they're predicting more infection will continue on for a while. So we just have to look after ourselves, stay home as much as possible, and get the vaccine, and wear masks when we go outside. I have my first shot, and I will get my second shot on the 11th of this month. So I hope they don't move up. Sometimes they do because they don't have enough vaccine yet. Do most people mask? Yes, everybody who goes outside put on their mask. In the US, we are now having trouble with the Delta virus. It's the same virus we're having problem right now also. It's spreading very quickly. Thank you for your concern. Polling soon. How many percent can the layperson achieving vipassana level? There's no percentage because we don't keep a statistic on this. Everybody who tries will be able to have vipassana level. So don't worry about the statistics. Just worry about yourself. If you keep on practicing, you will get there sooner or later. Any Lam, Satu. Jenny Tan, Satu. Question from Lao Manyi, Ipoh, Malaysia. When a person dies, does the soul go to other realm according to one's own karma immediately right after the person dies? Yes, immediately. If one has good karma more than bad karma, one goes to heavenly realm. If one has more bad karma than good karma, then one goes to the hellish realm. From Kwan Lee Man, dear Ajahn, with respect, Ajahn, last week after hearing the explanation on Citta, Avijja, and Kilesa, I tried to investigate, and at a point the mind was very quiet and empty. I feel a lot of joy. Is this the correct start? Part of it, but you have to investigate other things as well. You have to investigate body, feeling, and the states of mind. JJ10. What does it mean by being mindful of the movement, by mindful the moment we wake up? It means that as you wake up, you have to control your mind not to go think about other things. Force it to be mindful with the body or with the mantra. So as soon as you open up your eyes, start reciting the mantra. As you get up and continue on to do your routine, your daily routine, using a mantra or keep focusing on what you do. Does it mean doing one thing at one time and being aware that we are doing the thing? Yes. E.g., be aware that I am walking when I am walking and not think of the other thing. That's right. You have perfect understanding. Now all you have to do is do it, and then you'll get strong mindfulness. Polling soon. If our meditation without happening peaceful, calmness, emptiness, feel very happy, is it jhana? Probably, but you might have to. It depends. You have different level of jhana. See, so the more calm the mind is, the deeper the jhana is. Oh, Thich Bin, dear Thanajan, did the Buddha teach about group of collective karma? No. Thank you. The Buddha talked about individual karma. We are our own. We are the recipient of our own karma. Whatever we do, we are the one who will receive it, not everybody else. Irene Uri, thank you, Ajahn, for the answer to all the questions. Very insightful. Sadhu, you're welcome. Xiao Shang, Ajahn, when in forest, what make Ajahn not afraid of wild animal like snake? Well, one is mindfulness. You have mindfulness. You know that you will not go and run into any snake or causing snake to attack you. With mindfulness, you remain calm and remain careful. And also, you accept the fact that life is impermanent. Sooner or later, you're going to have to die. So it's useless to be afraid, because being afraid doesn't stop you from dying anyway. Vipassana. Good morning, Venerable Ajahn. Thank you for your suggestion. Bilim Sadhu Sadhu. Shiva, dear Ajahn, I get strong mindfulness, but I get all the unwanted information from internet. Then the mind starts to run around. Is it okay to stay away from all this, to stay focusing on practice? That's right. If you really want to advance in your practice, then you should give up everything. Don't pay attention to anything. The news in this world is all the same. There's always good news and bad news, fake news, and so forth. It doesn't change. This is the way of the world. Just know enough to maintain your life, and then better to focus on your practice only. No need to follow the news of the world. It will cause you a lot agitation and restlessness and confusion. It's better to practice in order to make your mind calm, peaceful, and happy. That's the goal of our life, is to keep the mind calm, peaceful, and happy. Then we don't need to have anything. We can exist without anything in this world. Okay, we have another 15 minutes left in our meeting today. So if you haven't yet sent in your question, you can send in your question now. In the meantime, I'll take a little rest. Reading for 45 minutes is quite tiring. So it's good to stop talking for a while. Okay, here's Sami Viachi. If we are facing too many obstacles in our meditation, is it okay to think to do pariyati for a few years as a way to purify some of the bad karma we are carrying and then get back to full-time meditation? No, to purify your bad karma is to continue on with your practice. Don't be distracted by anything. You know enough already from pariyati as to what to do. So if you go back, then it's like walking backward. You should keep walking forward, but keep on practicing mindfulness. Just do mantra. Don't do anything else. Just mantra. Just one word, Bhutto, Bhutto. Do it for as much as possible, and then you experience progress in your mind. Your mind will become stronger, calmer, and then you can then move on to vipassana level. Don't be distracted away from your meditation practice. Alex Walls, Sadhu, Sadhu, Shiva A, thank you. Cornel Kennedy, Vandami Ajahn, what is the true purpose of offering robes to monks? Well, monks need something to wear, right? That's the purpose of offering robes to monks. If monks have no robes, then they have to be naked monks. So, but if they already have plenty of robes, then you can offer something else. Most of the time, the offering robes are all stacked on the storage room nowadays. Yes, there's too many robes. You should then do charity somewhere else. Like at the hospital right now, they need your support. Buy medicine, buy PPE, and so forth. You don't need to do charity with monks and temples only. If you find that they have sufficiently been supported, they are well supported, then you can turn your attention to some other charity. Do charity at school, at hospitals, with poor people who are the needy, the poor, and the needy, and the sick, so forth. This is the same. It will make your mind happy and let go of your attachment to your money. The purpose is to let go of your attachment to your money and let go of your greed for money. So then you don't have to work so hard to make money. Then you will have time to meditate. Pamya Chanicha, Sadhu, Sadhu. Oh, keen. Thank you, Ajahn. Make it slow. I'm not sure what you mean by make it slow. JJ10, my father is dying of cancer, and I feel very fearful, and I'm questioning why I have to work so hard, when the end result could be an illness like cancer due to the work stress. How should I think and carry on? You should accept that life is impermanent. Everybody sooner or later will have to get sick and die. So if you want to work, just work enough to stay alive. Then you will have more time to practice meditation and find peace and happiness from meditation, which is something that you can take it with you to your next life. Just work enough to provide yourself with enough food, shelter, clothing, and medicine, and then you won't have to work so hard. Then you wouldn't have the time to do meditation instead. Then you can have real happiness from meditation. And when you get old, get sick or die, you will not feel bad, because your meditation will protect your mind from from suffering, from being sad. Yes, just work just enough to keep your life going. Don't get rich. Don't work for money to buy things. This is just useless. They cannot help you in the end. but work just enough to provide you with the necessity of life so that you have more time to do meditation practice. From Team Huatan, Satu, Ali Hassan. Thank you, Ajahn, for the teaching. Good day to all. Kalyana Mita, good to see you all online. Keep on practicing and hearing Dhamma. Stay safe and be mindful. Thank you. Henrik Ing An, thank you, Ajahn, for your compassion, guidance, and advice. May you be safe and healthy. Sadhu, sadhu. Sami Reachi, is metta the only way to deal with anger, hatred? No. The other way is to stop having expectation from people and things. Don't expect anything from people. Don't expect them to be nice, be good, be kind. Just don't expect anything because they are like the weather. You cannot expect the weather to be good all the time. Sometimes the weather can turn bad also. Same way with people. Sometimes they can turn bad. If you don't expect anything from them, then you won't get angry or have any hatred. Because you know that this is their nature. People change, people can change from good to bad. Ho Kian, I don't know how to contemplate anicca, anatta, dukkha after meditation, still having mindfulness. If you want to contemplate anicca, look at your body. Your body is anicca, impermanent, it's constantly changing from birth to death. This is the changing nature of the body. You cannot stop the body from having anicca. You cannot stop the body from changing. The body keeps changing until it eventually comes to an end. This is anicca. Anatta, you cannot force it. Cannot stop the process. Dukkha is suffering when you try to control or stop this process. Beng Chu, Ajahn, in my Dhamma practice, I make 5 steps ahead but soon take 4 to 6 steps backward. Is it because I am a householder or not enough effort? It's probably not enough effort. Yeah. And part of it is because you are a householder. You have limited time to do the practice. So if you want to have more time to do the practice, you might have to go away and practice in a retreat, on a retreat. Then you will have more time to practice and then you'll keep moving forward. The amount of practice will give you the result. If you don't practice, you don't move forward. If you keep on practicing, you will keep on moving forward. Cornel Tanadi, Vandami Ajahn, if dana is to let go of money and have more time to meditate, then what about marriage? Well, you can switch the merit from dana to meditation. The merit from meditation is bigger, is better than the merit you get from charity. There is a saying to collecting merit so during the path to Nibbana. It could be more comfortable. What is merit? Please kindly explain. Merit means good feeling. Every time you do good karma, you have good feeling. That's what it means. So if you want to have good feeling, you do either charity, morality, or meditation. The good feeling from charity is less than the good feeling from morality. The good feeling from morality is less than the good feeling that you get from meditation. So you can replace one for the other. If you stop doing charity, you keep the precepts and you practice meditation. Then you have bigger merits than you get from practicing charity. Do too much meditation make us sleepless? Yes, the more mindful you are, the less you want to sleep. the less your mind becomes drowsy. Your minds become more alert, more wakeful. Anilam, thank you. SH Lee, Satu, Satu. Ruin, Satu. Chuk Boy, Long, Satu, Satu. Paddy Lu, good afternoon, Nongpa. Is it possible for a foreigner to live in Thailand and stay at a monastery for many years to practice meditation? Yes, you have to look for such monastery. They are usually there in the tradition of Ajahn. Go to the Wat Yannasangwararam, which means International Forest Monastery. And you can probably stay starting from there, and then you'll learn about the other temples in which you can stay for a long period of time. But you have to be able to get the visa also, and there are different methods of getting visas. This is something you have to study from the Thai consulate in your country. Kim Chua, Satu, Satu. Samanas 100. Satu. Tan Siu Si, good afternoon, Tanajan, Satu, Satu. Okay, we have about 3 minutes left. So if you're not typing on the question now, please don't do it. You have to wait for the next time. But if you are typing your question, please continue typing and send it in. We have about 3 more minutes left to answer your question. The goal of our practice is to transit from your life as a householder to become a monastic, so that you can practice more. So right now you try to practice as much as possible as a householder until you have advanced to the point where you feel strong enough to move and become an ordainee and to live in a monastery and practice. Then you will eventually reach your goal of enlightenment in this lifetime. Tan Siu Si, good afternoon, Ajahn. Beng Chu, thank you, Ajahn. Ho Kien, thank you very much for teaching. Okay, I think that's about all the questions that you sent in. And that's about pretty much the time we have. So I think it's good time for me to say goodbye to you now. Thank you for your participation. I hope that you have learned something today and helped you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be mindful, be safe, be happy, and advance in your practice. Thank you and goodbye.